Taehyung shocked. Anna Wintour and HYBE caught on camera discussing BTS V's secret project. Have you ever seen something so unexpected, so unbelievable, that for a moment your mind goes completely blank? Take a breath, because what you're about to hear might be the most shocking Taehyung news of 2025. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, because the story I'm about to tell you changes everything. Let's start. It began with a silent, low-quality clip. No music, no fancy editing, just a simple hallway, a table, and two people talking quietly. But the moment ARMY recognized who those two people were, the internet froze. Anna Wintour, the most influential woman in global fashion, and HYBE's internal creative director. And the name they mentioned wasn't a designer, wasn't a brand, wasn't a model. It was Kim Taehyung, BTS V. The clip wasn't supposed to leak. It wasn't supposed to be recorded, but somehow, it made its way online. First, people questioned it. The angle was shaky, as if it was filmed secretly. But the voices, the gestures, the setting, everything matched too perfectly. Then came the line that sent shockwaves across social media. Anna leaned slightly forward and said, "Taehyung is the only one who can pull this off. He has that presence." That presence. 2 words, but enough to make millions of fans emotional. Anna Wintour doesn't compliment easily. She chooses her words with precision. If she says Taehyung has that presence, then something extraordinary is happening. But then HYBE's creative director replied, "We'll finalize the date. Taehyung should be ready by the last week." Ready for what? Photo shoot? A film? A global reveal? No one knew. But the tone of their voices said one thing clearly. This wasn't ordinary. Fans slowed the clip down. They analyzed every frame, every shadow, every movement. Then, they noticed something. On the table behind them was an open folder. Zoomed in, the name printed on top read, Kim Taehyung. Not BTS V. It was Kim Taehyung. That alone confirmed it. This was a solo project, personal project, something artistic, something meaningful. 2 days later, another clip leaked. This time the audio was crystal clear. HYBE's director said, "Anna wants him in full creative control this time." Full creative control. Almost unheard of in the fashion industry. But Taehyung isn't almost. He's the exception. One ARMY wrote, "If Taehyung is getting full creative control, then this is not a photo shoot. This is a cultural moment." And honestly, they were right. Fans quickly identified the building in the clip. It wasn't random. It was Condé Nast headquarters, home of Vogue, GQ, Vanity Fair, the center of global culture. This wasn't small. This wasn't local. This was international. Theories exploded. Vogue US cover. A fashion short film. Taehyung's artistic documentary. His own fashion line. A visual album. A creative film directed by Taehyung. But then, the biggest clue came from a small detail. Inside the folder, a single line of text was printed. Concept, chapters of a boy. And suddenly, everything made sense. This wasn't just fashion. This wasn't just media. This was storytelling. A visual narrative. Possibly autobiographical. Possibly symbolic. But deeply emotional. A story only Taehyung could tell. Fans began connecting dots. Taehyung's mysterious visits to New York. His private, unexplained schedules. His black and white Instagram aesthetic. His sudden involvement with high fashion directors. His comment in L'Officiel, "I'm working on something personal. Something meaningful." Suddenly, nothing looked random anymore. Everything was connected. But the most emotional moment happened at the end of the clip. Anna Wintour looked down at the folder, smiled softly, and said, "He carries stories in his eyes. Let him show them. Let him show them." That one sentence broke ARMY. Because that's who Taehyung is. Storyteller, creator, an artist who feels deeply and expresses through visuals, color, sound, emotion. All he ever wanted was the freedom to show his art. And now, the world's most powerful fashion leader is giving him that freedom. No boundaries, no restrictions, full creative control. This isn't a leak. This isn't a rumor. This is the beginning of Taehyung's next era. An era where he's not just an idol, but a filmmaker, creative director, cultural icon. Taehyung doesn't follow trends. He creates them. He doesn't chase the spotlight. He becomes it. He doesn't try to impress the world. He inspires it. And whatever this secret project is, one thing is certain. Taehyung is not just working on a project. He's building a legacy. A legacy the world will remember. If this story shocked you, if it made you emotional, if it made you proud, subscribe now. Because more stories are on the way. And trust me, you do not want to miss what comes next. Means something. It means you felt it, the emotion, the story, the connection. Purple heart. But sometimes you forget one small thing, the subscribe button. And that one click. It tells me that you're not just a viewer. You're part of this purple family. Milky Way. BTS isn't just music. It's a feeling that connects millions of hearts. And this channel is built for every army who believes that love, hope, and music can still change the world. So if you've ever smiled because of Jungkook, cried because of Taehyung, or felt inspired because of Namjoon's words, then this space is for you. Purple Heart.